Okay, welcome back, everyone. In this video, we're going to do a few things. We're going to laugh at the shorts. We're going to take a look at the price action because we flipped USDC earlier today, and I believe that right now we're having a little bit of a push down from like on the hourly, but completely normal. I believe that we're going to have a top 5 position at least in this bull market, even with the expansion of crypto, which is going to be absolutely huge. And we're going to take a look at price action at that next window for us to run to around that 30 cent mark. So this is going to be a very interesting video. So let me make sure you leave a comment if you have any questions, and we're going to get right into it. So if we're looking at the overall price action, we are over 17% for the day, which is absolutely crazy. We are number 6 in volume in the crypto market and number 8 in market cap. Now, again, we had a push down here. I'm going to go back here. On the hourly, there's 2.78%. That's why it moved down since I took the screenshot of us being ahead of USDC. But as you can see, USDC is pretty much a flat line right now. So I imagine within the next hour or so, we're going to be back above them because there's virtually no volume. I'm not going to say no volume, but it's the liquidations between shorts and longs are pretty much canceling each other out. That's why you're seeing 0% across the board, and it's pretty much pretty much trending sideways here, despite the overall volume. So this is not going to be a big deal going forward. You'll see that it's pretty much doing. I'm not going to say doing what it's designed to do, but it's pretty much a flat line. So we're going to be able to jump back ahead of them, and then of course the next target is going to be XRP, which is, it's not necessarily a flat line, but again, same thing here, not much volume. Like if you take a look here, you'll see 0.11% on the hour, 2.17% the last day, and down 1.48% compared to Doge here, which is up 43% on the week, 17% on the 24-hour, and then just having that red here. So and we'll see this continuously as we continue to go up. But with these aggressive gains like this, we're going to be able to leapfrog a lot of these coins here. So I think we're going to certainly have a top 5 position at least in this bull run. And that's with the overall expansion. I'm not saying that all of these coins are going to stay stagnant, but I'm saying even if you account for the growth and the money trickling over from like the big 3, the big 2, I think Doge is still going to be very competitive in this market. So if we're going to take a look, I want to go to open interest here. We are still around 1.8 billion. So I think that we're going to cross that 2 billion mark sometime this week, probably this weekend. And that's us here right below that 2 billion. We're headed up there. This is a very bullish trend. Again, these are options. When we have futures, this is going to be checkmate. I believe we'd probably already be ahead of XRP if we were able to have futures. Even right now with the longs versus shorts being 2-to-1 basically for long versus the people who believe that we're going to have a consolidation. If we have futures, we'd already be above XRP in my opinion. But again, these are options. So it's giving you a general idea of how the tone of the market is reading this, and the tone of the market is still saying bullishness is to come. Let's take a look at that short ratio, long short ratio. So yep, on the 5-minute, we have 65% long, 34% short. On the 30-minute, 65, 34. On the hour, 64, 35. On the 4-hour, 63, 36. And on the day, 67, 32. So even on the day, we're still 2-to-1 here. Shorts got killed. We're going to take a look here at the charts here. They certainly got bent over, but we are going to take a look here because they'll probably try and get in again around like 25%. 25 cents. So a lot of people have been asking me, hey, how long are they going to short? The short answer for that is there's shorts in everything, right? There are people short anything and everything, just like there are bulls, just like there are perma bulls where people are always bullish on the market, always optimistic. There are perma bears as well. There are people who are just pessimists at heart, and they believe that any little thing, they believe everything's overvalued. They always look at the negative, and they magnify it, and they believe the market is just a breath away from having a absolute walk off of a cliff. and that's how they view things, and they invest that way. And obviously you can make money both ways in the market. So everything typically has shorts. Apple has shorts, Microsoft has shorts. But now normally you don't bet against those things as they continue to go up. And I'll admit, I do believe that Doge has been targeted greatly in the past because of the whole meme aura around it. And I think that this is something that is, respect sometimes has to be taught by force. And I think that what we are looking at is Dogecoin establishing itself as no longer a meme coin. I know I've said this in a few videos, but I think this is very important when we're talking about shorts. And sometimes the disrespect that they put as far as for, okay, well, let's just short Doge, it's overvalued. It's retailers, they'll sell, we can get them to panic sell. All we have to do is get it to kind of sell off. They'll panic sell and they'll play it right into our hands. We'll be able to make a profit. And as we start to gain utility around Dogecoin, as we start to get these different avenues that's going to all pump revenue into Dogecoin, they're going to have a continuation of getting bent over. And this is not the first time. This has happened twice in the last month. And sometimes lessons are hard taught, but nobody is stupid enough to give away all of their money. So eventually they'll back off. They'll still be shorts, but it won't be as aggressive, because we know the biggest thing that they would typically short, even the bots, would be Elon. If he said something about Doge, the price of Doge would spike up. But they know that, hey, this is Elon saying something. He tweeted something. A lot of the swing traders are in there. They're going to be able to help us to get it down. So just as we have a green candle on the volume and the price action, you're going to see a green candle on shorts. And they've been able to make money from that. And they're accustomed to it. So now you see that kind of trickle over, but it's not working out in their favor because the community is growing so much. The number of wallets is growing so much. The community is expanding and really growing that footprint, and it's not working out for them. Let me go to shorts here. That's the actual price action. So you'll see, like right now, candle's still red. They are being a little bit indecisive here on the day, but they're having to come out of this position. And this is the one where they really got wrecked. And of course, they didn't learn. They came in and Dogecoin rallied and they backed out again. And then they start creeping in very slowly. Dogecoin rallied and they backed out again. Then they came back in and they were waiting and kind of adding to their positions. Now Dogecoin is rallying again and now they're coming back out. And this is typically what they do. But I think we'll get more respect as time goes on. I'll compare this to... Let's look at that Bitcoin shorts here because they had a big spike the other day. Yeah, and they immediately came back out. So this way you know Bitcoin has shorts, right? So despite that, I can almost bet everything that Bitcoin is going to go well over 6 figures this bull run. They still have shorts, and they're going to try and make money any way they can. Even though they came in here, and of course they put their foot in their mouth, and they came back out. And we had the green day yesterday, and now they're coming back out again. So again, it's just the complete opposite of what you would do as a long. There's a short playing the complete opposite of the market. So, don't let that bother you. If they like losing money, then that's their business. But we are on an extremely bullish trend here. Again, only 2 red days on this trend. And we are putting up this really huge candle because we just broke into this zone. Closing in this zone is going to change a lot of things. It's going to be absolutely amazing. If you haven't watched the other video, we were talking about the possibility of completing this inverse head and shoulders. And I gave a weak example here to saying that if we didn't have a huge dip down, we could have a weak shoulder. So this is a weak shoulder example here. But it doesn't look like that's going to play out at all. It looks like it's going to continue going up. Even if it did, this is still a bullish pattern. So it's not the same as a head and shoulder pattern. It's literally the opposite. So still a bullish pattern. This zone here is what is the reason how we were kind of able to predict this bullish momentum that we're seeing. I'm going to zoom out for those of you who may have not seen. I'll zoom back in a little bit. So this is the zone that we're in. This zone here, if you're looking at 0.5, this is what opens up that window here. This is why we're seeing these big candles and these big green days. So even we have a strong possibility here, unless something happens with Bitcoin and there's a big sell-off, and institutions start pulling money from the market, we can expect the next couple of days to kind of be like today. We can expect some bigger candles here and to start testing some of those higher numbers in the 20s. We tested 22 today a few times, actually. So, and right now we're at 21.94. Looks like we're getting ready to test it again. And probably tonight, because Dogecoin loves to run at night, probably sometime tonight, we're going to have another run and maybe even go to 25 or so. So this is going to be going into the weekend. It's going to be a very interesting week as far as the price action, to see how quickly we're able to fill this zone and start testing some of those limits to see where is going to be that resistance. If we go all the way to 29.36, 29.5, 30 cents, it's going to be a very interesting thing, because that next zone is just as powerful, and that puts us above 40 cent, like for around 41. And then we have a smaller zone, and then we have that parabolic one where we go to test the all-time high. So for those of you asking about the all-time high, we're not there yet. We're not close. It's we have to break through a couple more zones before we can start talking about retesting the all-time high. So just be patient here. We're still early in the bull market. We're still before halving. This is a very unique time here. Again, altcoins are running early. They're running strong. So when the time comes, we'll talk about the retest for the all-time high, but we still have a couple of zones. So it's not on the table just yet. But we are doing exactly what we expected to do, which is have some big momentum in this larger zone. And ultimately, if we can get a closure in here for the second day, that's a very bullish signal. And we're going to have to just keep an eye on and kind of see where that resistance is going to come in overall for the coin. So I think that's going to be the base for setting up the next trend and seeing how we're going to navigate around this zone here. And the beautiful thing is we're on track to more than double the amount of holders of Dogecoin in this bull run. So again, all of that is putting strain on the actual supply, and we're going to find out about that. And we're going to do some math here very soon, because I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the block rate is the reason why Dogecoin can't hit some of those higher numbers, or it's the block rate is the reason why Dogecoin can't be used as a currency. Those are the reasons why it's perfect for a currency and why it will hit some of those higher numbers here, because you'll find out very quickly that as the community grows, that block rate is in fact very low compared to the amount of people that will actually be using the coin, and as Dogecoin grows in usage around the world. So we're going to be talking about that very soon, but we are in a great position here. I believe we're going to flip USDC and XRP in this bull run relatively soon, but probably well before we get to the all-time high. I think we're going to be able to flip those coins. So I think we're going to make history here, and people will certainly take away the meme status from Dogecoin. It's going to be a thing of the past here. So that being said, if you have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are going to hit 100,000 this year, and I want to make history right along with Dogecoin this year and do some big things. So I would love for you guys to be a part of that. And let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comment section. I'll get to as many of you as possible as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.